Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, guys. You wanted me to bring rare models? I got you the rare models. And this is quite a rare model for a lot of you out there. It may look similar, but besides being looking similar, it still got different things that you may not have seen. And what I got for you right now, it's a 143 scale resin model Renault 5 Le Car. In reality, it's just called Renault Le Car, and this is a model that was sold in North. It's the By the way, let me fix myself. This is the Renault 5, but for the North American market. And we in North America did not have the regular Renault 5. This is the Renault 5 that we got. The one with the round headlights. Uh, Beyond the round headlights and the name logo, which was Le Car, I think more or less beyond that, it was the same vehicle. In North America, we got the Renault Le Car from 1976 till 1983. And I like the Renault Le Car, I tell you the truth. I love the 5. Obviously, the 5 is the real deal. But the Renault Le Car, it had the round headlights, which that was the only one that had the round headlights in the Le Car from the Renault 5 variants, and that made them a little special. And in North America, it didn't have the success that the Renault 5 had in other markets. And you already know it was a small car. That's already a point against. But at the same time, it hit the right timing though. It was the timing that in North America was having gas issues. They skyrocketed, and there used to make lines and lines to go to the gas stations to get gas. So people started really looking for small cars. That's how the Honda Civic came in the picture in the 70s. And other brands started kicking with smaller vehicles. And AMC Renault, because Renault and AMC had some type of connection, brought the Renault 5 into the North American market, but to qualify to be sold in North America, there was a few issues like the bumper and the headlights that it had to qualify to be sold in United States or Canada. Most likely in the United States, it was the biggest issue. And so they did their touch-ups here and there. As you see, the license plate is from California. It says PEU 604 California, USA. I don't know if the Renault 5 had the railings on the roof like the Le Car came some of them with. But I love how I was able to find this resin model, because this is a very rare model to find. As a Renault 5, you find many of them, but the Le Car specifically, it's very tough. And not only I have this Le Car, I have another Le Car which is even stranger to my eye. It looks like the regular Renault Le Car, but with the back window is covered. I'll pull it up in a future video. But this one, I said, let me show this to my YouTube friends, and so they could get to see this car. And it's just a beauty. It was not cheap, but obviously because it's rare, they don't come cheap. But again, I'm super glad I found it, and it's in my collection. And the color yellow is always a bright color. It's you find when you're in the parking lot and you see a yellow car, you see it from 2 miles away. They're super bright. This is a bright yellow, and I like it. I like bright colors. They are fun to drive and makes you, they say colors lift your spirit depending on what you're looking at, and I kind of believe so. When you drive a yellow car, it's a lot more fun and a happy, jolly car than when you drive like a black car, example, a gray car. That's just my opinion. and also depends on the car you're driving. You don't want to drive a. There's certain cars that do not click as a yellow, and there's certain cars that do not click as a darker color. Depends on the car you drive. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I was looking at the vehicle, I was just thinking about the car, and I started remembering, because I forgot to say the size of the engine that they were featured only in USA. The US version was 1300 cc's. It only has 60 horsepower, but excuse me. But then I was reading, it was very economical with gas, and that's how cars, that were sold back in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, with the gas issue that they had in around this area back then, and the lack of gasoline. You wanted to have a car economical so you don't have to be stopping in the gas station every other day. Beautiful car. I Sadly they were not as popular as people wanted it to be in other markets, and you barely see them around nowadays. Maybe in the West Coast, I'm in the East Coast. Maybe in the West Coast, you get to see a lot more because the weather helps maintain the cars. But here, you very rarely see one. Very rarely, probably in a car show, but they didn't stick around too much. Please don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I always appreciate. And don't forget to click and subscribe. Okay, everyone? Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.